A Republican official in Texas died of COVID-19 just days after mocking vaccines in his final Facebook post. So this is H. Scott Apley. He was Dickinson City Council member and state Republican Executive Committee member, and he was 45 years old. Now, as I'll get to, and you can see in the image, he was a father. And now his child and his wife also both have COVID-19. Now, here is the last Facebook post that he put out. It's this screenshot of another post that says, in 6 months, we've gone from the vax ending the pandemic to you can still get COVID even if vaxxed, to you can still pass COVID on to others even if vaxxed, to you can still die of COVID even if vaxxed, to the unvaxxed are killing the vaxxed. Now, of course, if you know anything at all about the vaccine, about the pandemic, about what's been going on, this is absolutely ridiculous. This is how vaccines work. Yes, if you have the vaccine, you can still get COVID-19, but the actual impact, the actual symptoms are going to be a lot less than if you didn't have the vaccine, which is why the vast majority, 97, 98% of people ending up in the hospital are unvaccinated. But here we go. So this is what he thought, and 5 days later, he passed away. Apley was admitted to a Galveston hospital 2 days after that post with pneumonia-like symptoms, according to a GoFundMe page. He tested positive for COVID-19 and was placed on a ventilator. He died around 3 a.m. Wednesday, according to the GoFundMe. His wife and 5-month-old son also tested positive for the virus, KTRK reported. Known for his extremist conservative beliefs and Christian faith, Apley rallied against most COVID-19 safety policies. In May, Apley posted an invitation to attend a mask burning at a Cincinnati bar, adding, quote, "I wish I lived in the area." Now, this is a real tragedy. And people need to understand, if you're unvaccinated, if you're still unvaccinated and you have the opportunity to get the vaccine and you're still not getting it, you could very likely end up like this guy did. We've seen the stories again and again and again. The people in the hospital are unvaccinated. You know, at some point, there's only so much you can say. And let me read. I mean, it's almost creepy that he posted this. This was on July 5th on Facebook. He wrote, "Nothing makes you contemplate your mortality like attending the funeral of a friend. I hope to live a long time. I have a lot of things that I want to do and see and experience with my wife and my friends and my family. And I have a lot of hopes and dreams for my son Reed. But my journey, however long it may be, is headed to one place, heaven, with a short pit stop at death. I want my life's mission between now and then to bring as many people along with me as I can." Here's a guy contemplating life, and then he died a month later. This could be any one of you. Get the vaccine. Also here, I want to show this because we're talking about somebody who, I was reading through some of the posts, is at times a rational person. I mean, he stood up for Britney Spears here. Of course, I agree with that. He also stood up for Simone Biles, the Olympian who dropped out of some Olympic events due to mental health issues. So while conservatives were attacking Simone Biles, he was actually defending her. So here's a guy that, you know, at times was able to display rational thought. Someone that I imagine if you actually sat down and talked to and had a conversation with, he would be a nice guy. And you could probably have a discussion around vaccines and maybe plant some seeds and try and change his mind. And, you know, some people, of course, I'm sure you know them. You can't convince them. But there are people that you can. And that is why I do videos like this. So the people that are unvaccinated are aware these are the people that are dying. You do not want to end up like someone like this who mocked vaccines 5 days before he died. It really is a sad story, and the fact that he's leaving behind a child, a very young child, and a wife makes it even more tragic.